to Slice Mind. Today, we shall be looking at a very interesting topic, something that is very sensitive and that concerns every one of us, even you watching. So don't forget to like, share, and comment in the comment section concerning today's topic. During the week, I met someone I know and I gave her a lift. So while we were driving, I was congratulating her about her child that just graduated. And she said something that birthed this topic today. She said, yes, I've tried as a parent, so it's her turn to take care of me. And I was so shocked. I turned to her and I was like, a child of 13, 14 years? She said, yes. She's done with her secondary school, so she has to go and look for a job so we can share the bill. So today we are looking at the weight of family ties. You know, in Africa today, we have this how do I put it? We have this mentality of children taking responsibility of their parents and siblings. So I'm throwing it to the house. I have my beautiful people today with me. Is it proper for children to take responsibility of the parents and even their siblings?
I think the question should be at a very young age because honestly, children are supposed to take responsibility of their parents. But at what age?
Okay.
That's what we are supposed to be talking about. For a child of 13 years, I think for the mother, we have poverty, but there's something called poverty of the mind. It's not just poverty like I don't have money to feed or I cannot feed my children. There are people that are poor in their minds, and it originated from their upbringing. Some of our parents started like that. Most parents, they allow you, immediately you're done with secondary school, they are done with you.
Yeah.
They feel like you are up to age to start, whether you're a male or a female, and it drives these kids into a lot of things. So I think poverty is the root cause, but not just the actual poverty, the one of the mind, the one inside you, the one that you're exposed to, your orientation, where you grew up from, the kind of parents you have. Like I grew up from a home where my dad made it as a vow that we will never live with anyone in this life. And he says it every day. I heard it every day. So me having my own children, I have that notion.
Yeah.
Because my father said even if he's drinking Gary, we will drink it. Why? Because of his own past experiences. So he grew up saying to himself, and he made sure, thank God he's still alive, and most of us, all of us are almost out of the house. But if I had grown up in a house where my mom is telling me, immediately you come out for secondary school, you go find work, you're already being groomed from that young age, because they keep telling you, you keep hearing it, so your mind is already, once I come out, whether na boyfriend I go do, whether na yahoo I go do, let me just take care.
But is it proper? That's the question.
The truth is not proper. Make I not talk too much. One at the talk.
Is it proper? That might not be the. I don't know if that would be the best way to put the question. It should be, should we or should the children? Because if it talks about being proper, of course, it is proper to take care of your parents. But of course, you know, children are sometimes more like their lifetime investment.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't say taking care only. The burden of the family.
Good. So it's all encompassing. It's all encompassing, right? Especially if you're from a very large family. Then if you're from just very little family, before you get to the point where you might need to start taking care of your children, your siblings' needs, everybody might have been grown and being able to fend for themselves. But these things happen when you have come from a large family. So is it proper to handle responsibilities? It's a yes and a no answer. So like she rightly said, it depends on from what age. Now, we grew up, let me take from myself for instance. I grew up in such a way that after secondary school, whatever you want to do, you are free to do. As far you want to go get a job, that's fine. You want to further your education or just wait and do nothing. No, there was no tagging. So my dad saw it as a way of enabling us to understand the benefit of hard work and also to start appreciating how you get things. In fact, in his own place of work, the period where you don't work outside or work with people, you can work with him and he pays you. He allows even some other things. He was into the printing business, so you can, maybe somebody is doing another printer needs people to come in to help them do collation. That's what we call collation. So you need to collect. Then it's not now that
And it
you do
still boils down to your upbringing.
Yes. So I'm trying to give my own
Yeah.
example. So he can refer us to those places, then they will pay us. So growing up, I already had this mindset that it's very good for you to work hard for your money, earn it, and then understand. So there was no tag as per you have to take care of the children. So it's more like an unspoken conversation in the house. Unlike some places where they tell you categorically. Yes, in my home it was like unspoken.
Is actually the home where, like the family where you
come from.
Yeah.
Because if you say the responsibilities, like taking responsibilities of the family, then it's might mean your own personal family, the one you started, right? So there's this concept I always have in my mind, and it's like when you see two people fall in love, right, and then they come together, they form a family. Now they bring children to the world. In fact, when it's getting late, like they can't get children, they start forgetting, and fighting and praying and doing all sorts of things. Now, you getting the children, then you are expecting them to come and take care of you. It doesn't sound well to me because you as a person, in fact, even the Bible says that a wise man does what?
The kids
wealth. Children. Now, I'm talking based on personal experiences. This is like something that's limited a lot of people. You are trying to stand as a man. Yes, immediately you start growing, you feel the need to leave your family and go and set up your own family, or just start a life at least. So you're trying to stand, but because where you come from, it's even it's not standing. Where you come from is not standing. There is not ground.
There's no ground.
There's no ground.
Yeah.
Now you are going back to being like the father of the house. You make 20K, you send 15K home, you eat 5,000.
5,000.
How do you want to grow? How do you intend to grow?
But the truth is, it's not even about being a man. What she's even asking is about children taking responsibility.
When we say children, we don't mean kids.
No,
so
see, there is children and there is adults taking care of their parents. There are two different things.
Should children bear the burden?
That one is even a no answer.
It could be okay.
You are your parents.
You don't get it. This woman she was talking about is a 13-year-old. That is not an adult. That is a child.
I don't know
18 years.
Okay, let me say
an adult.
Let me say in a situation where just
society made it so. That is abroad. But in Nigeria, even a 20 years old is still a child. Kind of, because you don't even have a job. You don't even have any. You're still in your parents' house. It's not like abroad where everything is already grounded for you.
That cannot feed himself, and you are expecting
we have so many children. We have, please, for those of you watching us, please, we want to see your comments in the comment section. What do you think about this topic today? Should children bear the burden of the family? From what he said, we are Africans. It's a natural norm with us. Like I've seen many young girls go to look for a job, and you tell them, how much do you want to be paid? They'll tell you, I want 25,000. I be like, but your qualification doesn't worth the money you want to be paid. And you see them telling you, I have parents at home. So I'm not limiting this topic to just children. From what one of us said here, even as an adult, you're trying to build your life. The moment you hit your first million, the family comes in. How can you stand? Is it proper for people, for family, for siblings, for parents to put liability on you because of? Go ahead.
Okay, I think it's societal kind of cliche. There's a cliche that says we left home to feed home, right? Okay. So it all depends. The child or adult in question, is it capable? Because the child can be 40 years, 45 years, but it's not capable. We have lots of them in our society. But is the person capable? Can the person take care of himself conveniently?
But sometimes it's not about the thing is not even about the capability. Let me tell you something. There are some homes where even if you're 100 years, because you're the only one that is prospering, the whole family is on you.
On you.
Why? The problem is from your upbringing.
And
You know, most times
of
mothers, like I went to visit a friend one time, then we were staying in Stadium Road. And when I got to the house, the man is the most successful among his siblings. And the mother was in the house and she was angry with him that his brother sent him a text message for like 2 days now and he has not answered him, this and that. I was trying to understand the conversation because our first son, he was not the first son, he was his third son, but I think he was the most successful. And first son, second son, everyone is on him. And he was like, I don't have the money for now to send. Me, I was not like, Mama, this person you're getting angry at, as in 4, how old is this younger brother? She said 35. I said, Mama, you're not doing well. She now made a statement which is making me say, most times it's the parents that encourage these things.
Sure.
Now she said, God is blessing him because of his younger ones and his elder ones. So when you say that kind of thing, children, that oh, your brother is being blessed because of you people, it means that I should relax. Yes, taking care of you. There are a lot of people who make mindset.
There's someone like an experience like that with someone. Just got a job with someone you know very well. Got a job and they started paying him 200k, just 200k, and
in this time, you got to understand jobs.
First salary, from first salary. It happened that he was staying with me, and after a while, I was like, okay, you need to find a space where you should go. First, your contribution in the house, I'm taking most of the responsibilities. I buy the food stuff, I do the whole thing, and I was like, so you should be a man. You should try to move somewhere
and do something for yourself.
And he was like, he doesn't have any savings. And I'm wondering, he's the kind of person that doesn't eat. Like you barely see him eat.
So what are you doing?
So I was like, what do you do with the money? And he told me that he was paying his brother's school fees. No, that's really got to me because the parents are still alive. My father, the mother is alive. Now they gave birth to almost 5 children. Like, you cannot take care of 5 children. Why did you have to give birth to children? So that we still have to wait till the next time to explain it.
No, but the truth of the matter is the orientation that they have is having you say your brothers are your responsibility. The truth of the matter is that in this modern age, we cannot encourage that. In as much as we want our siblings, our children to love their siblings, we need to let them know that nobody owes you anything. You have
you need help.
Yes. See, you have to tell them. Like I tell my children every day, as they're small like that too. Nobody owes you anything, but you have to love your brother to the point where you need to drag you. But you need to work hard for your own money first. Because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of another person.
That's correct.
My parents did that. Like right now, I don't have siblings that are bothering me. And the reason is everyone is trying to like stay on their own. It's not like they have so much.
Yeah.
I have another brother that is working with me, but he can never, even when he's in pain, I'm the one that will say, how much is the money? Let me help you. Because of the upbringing.
Exactly. Orientation.
They are not, even my parents are not like that. They hardly call for their in-laws. They hardly want to. You are the one that will go to the house and see a need and do it. They will not call you. So
that's 1/10.
Yes, all these things are from where you came from. When you're raised in a family where your parents keep handling that the one that is successful is the one that you're going to leech on, definitely you will be entitled.
But like I also mentioned, there are some homes that it's unspoken.
Yes, that's right.
Nobody tells you to do that. But you just see, take for instance the first child. Even if the age difference between the first and the second is not so much, you have the opportunity to go through school and then start working even before getting into university. You just see them just on their own, they start trying to contribute to their
It's
home.
not supposed to be spoken. The truth
Yes.
is that is the normal way.
They start contributing. Now, what I mean by
Yes,
unspoken
African.
is
You're saying
you
that's
start
normal,
contributing normally in the home. But before long, your younger ones will start, they've seen that you can bring 1 naira, 2 naira into the home. So rather than run to mommy who will
They'll
give
run
you
to you.
5,000 excuses why they cannot give you that money at that point, they go to the elder sister. Before long,
You start-
it starts
okay,
building. So that's what I
yeah.
mean by unspoken.
Yeah.
Before long, that's the person they keep
Yeah.
meeting. And then you know that this person helped me. And I have a younger one. So if my younger one comes to me for help, it's going to be unwise of me to tell that I can't. Because that elder one will remind you, I helped you when you needed. So you see the process.
It all begins from the home.
That's why I said for some it's unspoken, for some
It
they will
is-
hit hammer
it
in
is
like
being-
until when you are
But
done.
the truth of the matter is, what I'm
Some
saying is,
homes actually, sorry, I've seen a home where they shared it. As soon as the
This
first
one
two
will
were
take care
ready,
of this one.
they said, you are responsible for it.
It happens. We're African.
Should it be so? The question, like I said, that question has a yes and no answer.
And do you know what happens? As a young man or young woman, you'll be suffering all this while nobody asks you how far, how
until you start bringing.
The moment you call home, they say, "Oh, God has blessed me. I've gotten an
No.
apartment." Your mom, instead of have to say congratulations, you start thinking, "Yes, who is this?"
I don't think you need to come home to tell anybody.
They will see the difference.
They have expectations. There's someone told me about like he just surprised the mom, bought the mom a new phone, but the phone was just a touchlight phone, and the mom rejected it.
Okay, he bought a
Now,
touchlight for the mom.
Yes, touchlight phone for
How
the
will you
mom.
buy those lights for your
Why
phone?
would you buy like you have the right, like
Yeah.
I have the right to
I trained
what
you.
yes,
Yeah,
I have the right to what you have. So give
But you know the
give me-
entitlement. The entitlement.
Entitlement
It starts
is-
from the home.
Yes.
It doesn't. There is no way we will remove your upbringing from entitlement. Anything that you do, as in, I feel like the foundation is from your house. Any orientation you get is from your home.
And the
It
society
grows,
at large.
and then it grows like
Yes.
that. The house help I have, when she came to my house, she had no phone. So one of the days I gave her, I was like, okay, you just came. I cannot just go and buy you phone within 2 days. I don't even know you, so just use this landline. Let's be able to communicate with you
First.
when we go out.
Yes.
I went to the kitchen and she came to me and said, Auntie, is that my phone? I said I dropped it for you to use it for now. As in, so that we can call you. It's not just for you to use it. We are using it to call you.
Exactly. You can't
So
let it
she does not like the phone. No.
Uh-uh.
No, I don't like it. This was somebody that came today. The next day, I'm giving you a landline. That is entitlement.
Exactly.
Did she come with a phone?
She did not. She doesn't have a phone.
She was not. With a
She
phone.
was not with a phone. I asked her, she said she has a line, and her phone has spoiled like a year ago.
Wow.
See, because she has this mentality that okay, because you come and you see a house,
Yeah,
you
you
see,
find
you feel like,
house,
oh, I'm
and
entitled because I'm working for you. I'm entitled to getting something from you, and this is not what I want. I want this. Those are mentalities that are supposed to be shut down at home. She had another mentality which was not saying thank you. I give you something, just take it and go. Those are things that you should correct from your house, but you leave it to grow and you come outside and you begin to behave like that. It's just like some marriages where the man, once he gets money, he will not be able to tell the woman the amount. I mean, let me say I have 100,000. You hear the man saying, I know if you tell 100,000, plus na 20K. Why? Because the woman has a mentality of once that money come, no go finish am.
Exactly.
All these things are things that come from home. When you have an orientation that this money, because it's here, does not mean I'll finish it. You will not want to use that in your house. Even if you're in a set, as in a group where people are discussing it and trying to bring it as an idea, it will not sink into you because it is not part of you.
Yeah.
No, I strongly agree with you. If we don't see things in this perspective, we don't understand what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Imagine Bill Gates and his children. Do you expect Bill Gates to be looking for the children
To come and help.
It's because he has money.
That's what I'm saying. That is the
So for those
mentality.
parents that are poor,
It's actually
what
the
do you
mentality.
think? For
Okay.
those parents that cannot
I got
afford
into a
and-
conversation with someone much more older than someone I look up to, and he told me something. He said, Charles, if you don't do some of these things, they will not die.
Exactly.
That's the truth.
said they will not die. So do what you can. Because if you carry so much burden that you can't,
will never grow.
you can't be able to handle
Yeah.
on yourself, you discover that your life will be going down. You won't grow, number one. Number two, you may end up indebted. So it's kind of, Africans, as Africans, we have this kind of communal mindset. Yeah. This is my brother,
my
this
brother,
my
my
sister. Even your
brother.
cousin, you call them your brother. Your nephew, you call them your sister. So without that kind of mindset, has actually affected how we see these things. Why they call it black tax kind of. That's affected how we see these things. So sometimes people say it like, I must set my people low. But that person has not even eaten. No.
Yes.
So sometimes they see this person, this person is doing very well, and they start billing you. But the billing itself, when after that they bill you, if you put that bill, more bills will come. You have your own bills.
You're giving them that impression that there's
So,
something.
It's even a bad orientation because when
From my own perspective, from the way I see things, do what you can. Yes, you need to help your people, you need to help your brothers, you need to help your sisters, you need to provide help to your parents, you need to look after your parents, but do what you can. As much as you have the resources available, do what you can. If you are a billionaire, why not? You can.
the funny part is that
You
even
can do
billionaires
as
have more
much as you can.
responsibilities.
And you may not even feel it.
You
may not feel it. You understand? You may not feel it if you're a billionaire. You may not feel it.
feel it, my brother.
You may not.
See, let me tell you
You
something.
may feel it and you may not feel it.
If I'm a billionaire, if I'm a billionaire,
But the way I'm feeling it is not the way you're going to feel it.
No,
If I even be feeling my life,
if I'm a billionaire, okay, for instance, if I'm a billionaire, there are a lot of things that I have. Okay, if you are, okay, now, there are a lot of things that I'm using now that I will not use.
Okay, yeah.
That's because I feel like my financial status, I need to measure up to it. But there are billionaires that actually have money, but they don't do that.
Exactly.
You won't even know they have money from
That's
their appearance.
Yeah.
And there are billionaires that when you enter their house,
They
you
show
feel
you
familiar.
the
Yeah.
clothes.
And there are billionaires when you enter, say, where the money dey?
Exactly.
I'm not seeing am.
Well, they
But me, my own kind of billionaire. It will show. My responsibilities will be more to match up my money.
Exactly.
The thing is, Joe, that she say, olówó kan láàrin oṣù.
Oh, yeah, interpret.
Ọ̀gá dey talk.
Olówó kan láàrin oṣù mẹ́fà is olóṣì. What it means is you have one rich man amongst 100 of
Who's a poor man?
Poor man.
You are a poor man.
Yeah, you will be. So,
Because they tend to drain you.
yes,
All of them are
on top of you.
So you do nothing unless maybe you are.
The worst is our parents need to work on us. We, with our own children, we
Are
need to
you
work
saying
on
our
our children.
parents need to work on
Not you, we go on a time don't pass. We are talking now.
This is what
Nothing you can do now because the already reset.
They are in it.
So now what you're supposed to reset the table
Okay.
on your own children.
Okay.
And you tell them, even as you love yourself, do you know the truth of the matter? You see houses where you see in-laws don't like the wife. Maybe the man is the one that owns the money. It's because everybody is on that particular man. If you go to houses where everyone has their own, has something going for them, even if it's not so big, everybody is working, everybody has their salary, you hardly see that animosity. It will be hard for you to see say because not everybody is doing something.
Exactly.
Even if I'm not a billionaire, at least I'm doing something. I'm working towards something. I'm busy.
I'm fending for myself.
Yeah, so I'm not interested. So anything you bring for me is just like a plus. It's not like that is all I'm relaxing on.
Yeah.
So when we give that orientation that okay, in as much as your brother has so much, don't put your eyes there. Work for your own money. Think of your own life. As
This is for our Gen Z parents.
yes, so now because there's nothing we can do with us. Our own child don't pass. It don't pass.
So we should
Do your own.
in other words, we should just keep taking the responsibility.
Yes, you should just keep it. There's nothing you can do at this
For
point.
now.
The only thing you can do for your
See, you have a choice.
Yes.
The truth is, you have a choice. You can choose not to. You can choose to. But will you be able to?
no, you can't.
No.
It's not possible.
Do you understand? You can choose not to even do anything.
So
But
that is that
with your conscience,
you will be,
will you? So if you are from a family where you are all so closely knitted,
yeah, you can't.
okay, take for instance, Monty don't retire, Mopsy retire. You already know that.
That one, there's nothing you can
So
do.
you just by yourself take up the responsibility, even without them asking.
Just like what he said, something happened there. There's this guy that he suffered for many years as a graduate, so he now made it and got a girl. The mother got angry that why should you go and get a woman now? After all these years, we've been drinking Gary together, we've been doing everything together, and the moment you just made your first hundreds or thousands or million, you now went to carry up a girl. Now, because of that, do you know what the mother did? She had to send 3 of her siblings, of the guy's siblings, to the house. The guy that was his first breakthrough, so he got a 1-bedroom apartment. Now, imagine himself and the wife and his children. The lawyers had sent 3.
The wahala.
And when I was like, why? She said, yes, we've suffered together. Now that he wants to enjoy, he went and got her. So let's him take this one. And so I think is that, like my people said, there is nothing we can actually do
For now.
So, yes, for those of us who are our Gen Z parents.
I think
Please
I think
if I
we actually need reorientation too.
It starts from us
You need
now.
to tell,
To our
you need to
children.
let the people you are doing these things for know.
I don't
Because
know.
What if you have people that don't have conscience? You
Not
don't
someone that
have people
calls
like
you
that.
and tell you
Of
that
course.
you don't give them money. Why? Like you are
What are people that don't have conscience?
like you are supposed to.
Yes, like I read a message from an elder brother to his younger brother who was like doing well more than him. Okay, was considered the richest in the house.
Okay.
So he wrote a text message to him and he said, no amount of money you give to me will ever be enough.
Point.
Such an entitlement.
Do you know why?
keep getting
For the brother.
Nothing. He did nothing. There's nothing like suffer. Which suffer did you suffer for? How many years? What is the age difference? How old were you? Highest you're older than your brother is 3 years, 4 years. If it's too long, 10 years. You were 10 years and you were working. What are you talking about? What did you do for your brother? So if saying there is no money you send me that will ever be enough, it's the highest level of entitlement.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me that. Me or me judge don't like. No fit tell me. I will cut you off.
Please,
Yeah.
let us know your comments.
That also boils down to the fact, like you're talking about retirement and all that.
Yeah.
So as parents or would-be parents that we have the responsibility to plan for our own retirement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You plan for your future.
You're talking to us now.
Yes, you plan for your future, so you won't be a burden
To your
to
children.
your children. Because in some other countries, the government take care of
You take
Yeah,
them to
not
of the elderly
Yes.
and all that.
Okay.
And so for persons that are not working, the government also provides succor to them
Yeah.
in terms of probably soft loans to help them probably go to school and all that. But over in Africa, it's not the same way. So as parents and would-be parents, we need to plan for the future.
How do you
Because
plan?
if you don't plan for the future, that's when you start having all these issues.
How do we plan?
For example, now someone that has 5 kids or 6 kids or 7 kids, and
Should
you
you
don't
have
have,
up to
and
7
you don't have, this is Africa. This is Africa. Now, This is Africa. And some person, because of that mindset, they feel, oh, I'm the only person in my family. I need to have plenty children. You understand? So they don't have such mindset. So the thing is, you have 5 children, 6 children, 7 children, and you don't have any plan for their future. That's wrong.
No.
So if it's just one you have, make adequate plans for that kid's
When you
future.
say adequate plan, what do you mean by adequate?
Okay, adequate plans. For example, now in our modern society, the financial institutions have tried to make it kind of easy,
Very flexible.
flexible kind of, so you can actually start saving for your kids.
Child.
Yeah.
Even
And
when,
that's why we
even,
have accounts for
yeah, that's why you
yeah,
can
bank.
create such savings account and all that. And also you can, some people look towards an investment. You can invest, okay, this investment I will use it to train my
So what of parents that don't have money to do investments?
Don't give birth to children.
Like and follow,
This is why.
comment on this topic.
It's not possible that you must have to
Someone like
You're not an American, you're an African.
Let me finish. Now,
Land Rovers.
your parents are already looking up to you. You're struggling to stand, yes. They are looking up to you to get married. They're like, we are waiting for our grandchildren. Grandchildren for what? You want children? You want grandchildren? Go and give birth to your children. I want small children.
There's no way of not
You want me to? Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Yes. Because imagine I'm not able to stand. You want me to bring a woman? Circle again, all over.
But I think for me, her setting up the child is way beyond going to school. For this African country where we do so, go school is not enough. Like if we want to be true to ourselves, most of us are not doing the courses we read in school.
Bam. End of discussion.
We need to empower our kids. Like you have to register them in anything you find them. Like if you remember, there are things you really loved as a child because your parents didn't push you. You've let that first love. But you see white people, they push their children from small. If they see the child playing instrument, they say, nah, we have the life of tomorrow. Yes, there are a lot of people that does that. Like you see your child drawing, here if you see the child drawing, say, I beg, I don't want you to draw. That you have now.
That also goes with sports.
Like
back
I
then.
don't want it.
Like back then, if your parents catch you playing football, you're finished. Because they will tell you have chores at home to
do
and you're playing football. Meanwhile, that footballer, that little child that's playing that football may be the next Ronaldo or the next Messi. But because of that kind of embargo in quotes, that child not able to achieve what he or she wants to achieve. As they grow up, they kind of deviate from what they love to do.
So in a nutshell, what is the way forward?
The way forward is empowering your kids. Yes, and empowering your kids. Like when I went to, there's this tailor I had some years ago. Anytime I go to her shop, I see her daughter really picking her fabrics. She say, God forbid, you don't go be tailor. God forbid, you don't go be tailor. I was like, I'm sitting there. She's not a child. She's a little child. Then she was like 5. She's always interested because her mom is doing it. So she mother will say, God forbid, you know, go ever be tailor, So you know, like I walked into her like 2 days ago, I saw her in the market. So I was like, Auntie, what of your daughter now? She said she's fine, no, and they find work where she goes, I be well, I was like, your daughter now, for don't be like Vicky James. So you see her, for the encourage her, now designer she for be. Because back then they believe that it's only when you go to school that you're okay for this and fit for the society. I feel like school is nice though, because it will help you do your thing a better way. It will be refined because you're educated. You have met a lot of people. There are a lot of things that you will do that is different from the stark illiterate.
At least you can sign contracts.
It's going to be better. There's no way you go to school and when they walk into your studio, it's not going to be different. It's definitely going to be different because you went to school, but
exposed.
Yes, but what of that thing that child loves?
So what is the way forward for you?
Okay, I think we also need to, like the young people, need to orientate themselves. You know, one of the things, like we mentioning from the experience of your parents wanted to get married and stuff. Is this stuff they usually say that when the wife comes, sometimes they bring blessing. It's a very common.
It's very useless. Even children are blessings.
Even the devil that's
you agree with him?
Work forward. When you put work forward, you know, work towards your goals and your dreams. Then you have more hopes can kill.
Yes.
Like you have hope. You think hope is everything.
Is enough.
No, it's not enough.
It's not.
Hope can kill you. And you see a lot of people will jump into rivers because their hopes got shattered. So I think we should orientate ourselves
Yes.
before jumping into big steps.
Yes.
So for me, like I said, it's still like he rightly said, but as a family now, you understand, after empowering your child, the statement is not just you. And my boss will always say, nobody owes you even kindness.
Yes.
Nobody owes you kindness. Not just anything. Nobody owes you kindness. But if you meet people who are kind to you,
You have to be very
just
grateful.
be grateful.
Yeah.
So the fact that they don't owe you kindness doesn't mean you shouldn't be kind. So imagine if I know you don't owe me kindness, but I just choose to be kind. I don't owe you kindness, but you choose to be kind.
I'll be grateful.
You have balanced society. So when we train our children in such a way that, see, this is how life is. We are together we stand. Yes. However, in our togetherness, you must bring something.
Yes.
Don't rely so much on this person, you become a burden. By the time they see your calls, they start. Sometimes let it
Yes.
So of course, as we are this millennial and Gen Z, not even the Gen Z, they don't care. We that are here, they are fun now. When we see our parents or calls from home, heart palpitation.
Yes.
Why? Because there are a lot of them. With exposure matters. With exposure, in fact, there's this Sumi I have forgotten his name. He's a financial analyst. He talks about how you can, share your money in such a way that you can still end up helping people, but not from yourself in such a way that you are no longer able to even help yourself. So when you share, this money is for home, this is for this is for that. So when the help comes, the one for help, you have exhausted for that month.
The money for help has finished. For
that month, you wait in the next one. Hey, the truth is, if you don't do it, if anything happens and you drop down, they will still find
There's no way they will not.
They will survive.
So that they already know that, okay, you have me at heart, they will wait for the next month. Do you understand? But let it not be, maybe it's a case of emergency that you go out of your way to do that. But don't do it in such a way that at the detriment, you will not even be able to stand. You lose yourself in the process. There's some people, especially for first children, they lose themselves because the burden is so much on them. The burden is so much they are carrying from father, mother, siblings. And if you are unfortunate to have siblings who are not nice, they don't care, who are unreasonable, they don't care if you're
ungrateful, entitled.
So imagine such individual in that aspect. So when this person grows to become a mother, automatically you expect the child to take care of you. Automatically.
Yes, that's the mentality.
Exposure, when you now realize this is not how it's meant to be.
It's hard.
Understand? It's hard, but we can start.
It's hard.
How did we get here? It's because our parents were not really told, but some of us were not told to carry that responsibility.
We just carry it.
So if we don't do something about it, the trend continues.
Just like you call your mom and she said, you didn't know since morning you have not eaten.
Indirectly, I don't use money.
And you have 1K with you. You're like, okay, mommy, I don't have money, but I have one. Let me send it.
So the truth is, we should now, before now, parents or children don't sit down to have this kind of discussion. You can't talk. It's what the mother or the father goes says in the house. That's what goes. But if you have a family on your own, you decide, okay, I don't understand that. We cannot have conversation. You sit with your children.
At what age you start having that conversation?
Oh, you can start it as
early as start telling them.
As long as you have that conversation
with
the children. You don't need to come pick your children at age 4 to say, when you grow up, no. You start building their mindset. Let them have a broad mentality. This I can do it mentality. I have to take care of myself. Trust me. But then you also teach them kindness. You teach them love.
So if you bring it to our own terms, I can say you first stand. Stand before you want to carry on that person. Because if you're not standing well, you cannot carry somebody. So you stand. If you don't have the ability, the capacity to do so, do not go ahead to carry it. Because something happened. There is this guy that he's the one that carries the liability of the whole family, and he died. When he died, everybody was like, "What is going to happen to this family?"
They lived.
There are 8 of them. They are living till tomorrow.
They will leave.
Before now, everybody was depending on him. The mother, the father, everybody to house rent, and I meet someone I know, everybody. But the guy died, and everybody's still living.
They will leave.
In fact, they even got upset looking for, like one of us said, look for something to do.
Yeah.
What you call it? Is it craft or something?
Yes.
Yes, they had to go out to learn something, and today everybody is doing well. The little one said when he died, is married today with children. So, in a nutshell, we are trying to say, parents, do not put that burden on the children. It is not their responsibility. Like one of us rightly said, no born. But no, we cannot say that. You have to give birth to children.
Yes.
Your head.
And then children too. It is also right for you to take care of your
Of your
parents.
siblings and your parents, but do that with love. Don't go and steal.
Yes.
Don't go and borrow to make your parents.
Why they shake like?
See, all this talk at the top. The truth, okay, I watched some videos on Facebook recently. The lady, she only interviews young girls that she sees dressing somehow
Yeah,
and things like that. Oh, there's not
child.
So now we asking them, why? How much is your phone? Now I will say, my phone is iPhone 15. You should know the price. How old are you? I'm 16. You're 16.
You're not working.
And you're not working, and you have a phone that
Your parents are not rich.
So what of your parents? Okay. What of your parents? My parents, and they know my man. So you see that kind of child.
Wow.
The parents are the ones encouraging us. You see the Yahoo that we have now. Most parents are the ones who buy laptop.
Wow.
Telling them, go and meet Ugo.
See your friend,
So all these things are things that start from the home. So we, the Gen Zs, I mean, Gen Z, millennials, we have a lot of because like now you hear a 3-year-old taking a child to the native doctor, money rituals and this and that. That's why they've banned some movies that has to do those things. Because of all these things. You have children seeing all those things and they feel like that's the way. So my dear, we have a lot of work. These people that we have now, they are more exposed than we are.
Yeah.
Like,
So we need to keep our breast.
I'm telling you that I wake up some mornings and my child that is 9 years old is thinking of money. I always post it on Facebook. I'll talk about it. I will laugh about it. But I see that he's really interested in it. Like the last when he was in primary 2, the teacher said anybody that gets 40 A's, 12 A40s is going to get 1,000 from me. I've never seen my child that serious in this life.
And he got it.
Money is the motivation.
There's a girl in this class. She has never come second in any class since she got to primary 2. He told me, I said, Mom, do you know there is a prize to getting 12 40s? And there's a girl in my class, she has never come second. You're going to beat her.
Exactly.
You see, those are the kind of children we have. Wetin be 1,000 wey me and you dey for 9 years. We don't even know the value of the money. So when your parents promise you that money, you're just happy. You're just happy for when you have money. They give you, somebody come and dash you 15 naira, you're happy. But these children we have now, they are a different kind of kid. My son struggled for that money. The day when he came back, it was 11 A's. He was counting it like he was actually leaving his seat to go and see his script. The teacher now called me and said, this child likes money.
Wow.
Speaking like money. Oh, do you know this money lady? He beat that girl. Told her, you cannot beat me. And he graduated as a best in that because of that money. Then now he's in primary 3. When he got to primary 3, I saw that he was really relaxed.
Nothing to move in.
Nothing was moving in. And the teacher was saying, Roy, you were the best graduating student in your class in primary 2. What's going on? When I went to pick his results this time, she was like, Roy's result is not as bright as what it used to be. I said, Roy likes money. She said, the teacher that taught him then came and told her, you don't know the trick. So you see the push. Like, the children we have these days, they are not us. They are not like us that we just relax. There are a lot of things that we take as kids that these ones won't take. So we have to expose them to a lot of things. How to get money genuinely. It's very important. It's very important.
So my take on this, okay, like we already have the precedence on this thing. So my own My own take is do what you can do.
Yeah.
Then the children that are coming up, try and empower your kids.
Yeah, empowerment, very
Empower
important.
your kids. Because if your kids are all empowered, naturally they'll take care of you.
Exactly. Exactly.
But if they are not empowered, if maybe like it's only one that's empowered, it's only one that is doing well, that's when this mentality starts creeping in.
Now, I don't
But if
think-
everybody is doing well, it's very difficult for that kind of mentality
But is
to
it possible for everybody to be doing well?
The thing
it's possible.
It's possible.
And you can say okay, it's not possible, but at least 50 to
To an
80%.
extent, yeah.
See, the thing
You
is,
understand? But that, like what he said now, if there's only one rich man in the
everybody is
community, that rich man is a poor man.
Yeah.
Because all the poor people around him will drain him of all these resources.
but I think this for our own generation, most of the people that are wealthier than their parents is not because they were actually empowered by their parents. Most of them, let me say, you don't understand their value. Where I'm coming from is different from what. Let me say what's in my head. Okay, for instance, you come up from a home where all the education they give you is to secondary level. Nobody's pushing you to the university. So it's all falls on your shoulder to try to get
Help yourself.
to help yourself. If you want to go to school, you want to learn handwork, whatever you want to do, it concerns you there. You don't start speaking English, you say no sir. So you find out that in that kind of home, you always see that disparity between the ones that actually did self-development on their own and the ones that relaxed.
Yeah.
Because there are some children that need that push. There's nothing you can, that if you have 4 children, 5 children, 6 children, you see that they are different. And there are some that on their own. Like for me, I see Roy as a competitive person, but I see the rest as relaxed and be pushed. It's not like they are not intelligent. They are intelligent, but they are not the type that you have to set a goal for them and they will be killing themselves. Do you understand? There are children you have that they have their own goals for themselves. Like they feel like they have to do better than the last time.
Yeah.
They are their own competitors.
Yeah,
But there are children that you be pushing. You sabi book, read more to get better. They know it, but they are relaxed. That is how they take life.
Okay, you've heard us, you've heard everything, so we want you to put that comment in the comment section. So what do you feel? Do you agree to all we said today or not? Whatever it is with you, just let us know in the comment section. So I'll be meeting you in the comment section to answer. If you also have a question, you can throw it in the comment section. We'll also be there for those questions and answer session. Thank you very much.